Welcome to the Beaverton Downtown Association. The BDA is a local nonprofit dedicated to businesses and community in our historic district. Thank you for joining us in our efforts. Downtown Beaverton is the heartbeat of the community, and it is essential that we support its continued evolution and economic stability. Here at the BDA, we use a collaborative approach to revitalizing our downtown while being mindful of the history here to preserve. To support downtown Beaverton's economic, social, and creative vitality, we implement a variety of community-driven programs with the help of passionate volunteers like yourselves. Our vision is this. We see a downtown that is vibrant 18 hours a day, a place that is full of fun restaurants, unique shops, businesses, homes, and apartments, and people enjoying life together. The mission of the BDA is to promote the historic preservation of Old Town and to support the physical, economic, and social environment of the downtown core. Thankfully, the BDA is not a standalone organization. We are one piece of a national movement tied together by our passion for local and supported by the Main Street America program. And it's that support system that I want to share with you today. This orientation is intended to provide historical context for the work that the BDA does and highlight the structure designed by Main Street America. To do that, we are going to take a little trip down memory lane and see what Main Street is all about at the national, state, and local levels. We'll also take a look at the 4-point approach along with our guiding principles. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the Main Street America video sometime. I find it incredibly inspiring and it gives me goosebumps every time. All right, let's dive in. Main Street America programs all over the country are improving quality of life at the local level, celebrating community character, preserving local history, and generating economic returns. Let's back up a little to highlight the themes and the evolution that brought us to where we are today. The National Trust for Historic Preservation saw the need to stimulate economic activity in small town downtowns and launched its first project in 1977. The initiative has continued to evolve over the decades to give us what we now know as the Main Street America program. It's grown as a national movement that has a system of support at city, county, and state levels. Oregon was the 7th state to bring its Main Street program alive in 1981 and was originally known as the Oregon Downtown Development Association. At that time, it was housed in the Oregon Economic and Community Development Department, which is now known as the Oregon Business Development Department. I know that's a lot, but since 2011, OMS has been under the Parks and Rec Department within its heritage programs. No, none of this is going to be on the test, but I want to call attention to different departments that our programs have been managed under. Being aware of our history helps keep where we are in context. Preservation and development are themes all along the journey. The BDA was formed in 2011 when community members recognized the need for a collaborative approach to downtown revitalization and historic preservation. Since then, we've been bringing community together for events like our annual wine walk, Beaverton, and the Old Town Scavenger Hunt. We've secured funding to preserve the historic NAC1 building, a project set to be completed at the end of 2020. And we've become the first city on the West Coast to implement the co-sign program, resulting in 7 unique signs for local businesses. And our partnerships have helped bring new and exciting restaurants and businesses to the district. We are proud of the evidence of our efforts as they can be seen throughout the community, but we couldn't have done it without our partners and the strength of our 4 committees. The Economic Vitality Committee, the Promotions Committee, the Organization Committee, and the Design Committee make up the 4-point approach, the key feature which lies at the heart of all Main Street America programs. This approach has resulted in nearly $80 billion being reinvested into local communities while rehabilitating historic buildings, creating jobs, and launching new businesses. These committees are what make up the Main Street 4-point approach, and together they form a transformation strategy that integrates the 4 points to bring meaningful change to downtown. Some metrics of success include new jobs added, new businesses being opened, businesses being buildings being rehabilitated, and seeing sustained and inclusive community engagement. We're going to take a closer look at these committees individually. As we do, please keep in mind that these descriptions are through the Main Street lens, and each organization may function a little bit differently depending on the needs of their community. The org committee gets us moving in the same direction. We have a board of directors, an executive director, and volunteer support. They keep us in good shape by bringing people and money into the organization. The org committee often cares for fundraising, managing staff and volunteers, promoting the organization, creating partnerships, and managing finances. The economic committee strengthens our community assets and diversifies its economic base. The results of these efforts can create jobs, increase the economic productivity of property, and boost profitability of the district. The promotions committee focuses on selling a positive image of the district, encouraging customers and investors to live, work, shop, play, and invest in the district. This committee works to build strong relationships in the community through advertising, media relations, retail promotional activities, special events, and marketing campaigns. This committee works to bring strong relationships to the community, and they need to understand market changes, downtown assets, Main Street niche, and how to market downtown. The design committee makes a district look and feel beautiful, capitalizing on the district's best assets like historic buildings and pedestrian-oriented streets. Those are sure ways to bring success to a Main Street program. Attention to detail goes into creating attractive window displays, well-managed parking areas, building improvements and rehabilitation, street furniture, signs, lights, landscaping, sidewalks. Again, we want to attract shoppers, investors, business owners, visitors, and residents into the district. The design committee can provide education, advice, and resources to motivate and encourage improvements to public and private properties. Comprehensive and incremental projects are visible evidence of growth in a community. Continually making progress helps to shift public perception and draw people into a district. When using these guiding principles, communities become active supporters and participants in the revitalization process. When we have leaders from the private and public sectors actively engaged in our programs, we can build effective partnerships. Doing so helps ensure quality expertise and the ability to maximize our resources, as well as capitalize on the assets of our community. Collectively, these 8 guiding principles help communities build strong, successful Main Street programs. Okay, we've covered a lot of information, and really it's just the beginning. What we've covered so far is to help provide context and a greater understanding for what the BDA is and what we're designed to do. Keep in mind that this approach looks different in every community. Its purpose, though, is the same, and the structure and support that is provided sets us up for long-term success as a community. We want you to have some time to let this sink in. Ask questions as you go through the next week or so, but be sure to attend our next training session where you can get a closer look at what this approach looks like right here in Beaverton, and we can start getting you set up with our tools and resources. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you soon.